Hello again. Alright. So, where was I? Alright, so I got everything out of the way about Chess and Jaleesa and the children. And yeah. Anyways, me and Nathan were hopeless romantics, from the start. And as all this crap that was happening to us really affected the relationship a lot. We were getting really frustrated with each other as well as the situation, and it ended up honest to God making him a very mean person. Um I was just very kosher and silent, and I'm not saying that because, I want you to like me. I'm being honest. I was very silent about this stuff. I mean, like, things would happen and I'd take care of them, but I didn't bitch about it. I just tried to get my mind off of it by preoccupying myself with movies or cleaning or going out and picking flowers the side of the road. I don't know. But anyway, he got very mean. Okay, this is not exactly... I feel like I need to say this because I want you guys to be able to relate, so from me to you. First time when me and Nathan were... I forgot what we were arguing over. But I was just sitting on the bed doing something, and Nathan ended up grabbing the hair off the side of my head and slamming my head into the wall. It was for something really stupid, like I didn't want to go somewhere. I don't know, I can't remember, but I didn't want to go somewhere, and he ended up taking it way too personally, and he ended up doing that. So after that, I was scared of him. Well, actually, when he did that the first time, I thought that maybe he just lost control and he didn't mean it, and I forgave him for that. I mean, I was like 18 years old. No, 17. 17. And naive. And I'd believe anything. And he did apologize, so everything was great. Well, then he started, showing some very sociopathic tendencies. Very weird things. Like, okay, for instance, he goes into the woods and he grabs a bunny rabbit, like a baby bunny rabbit, because I think that there was like a bear or something attacking the mother, and he wanted to save one bunny rabbit, just the baby, from, doom. And he knew that I had a very big soft spot for fluffy, furry, cute little animals, and he brought it to me, and it had an injured leg, and I mended it, and I named it Mr. Snuffleupagus. And I took care of that thing. It was my new pet. It was cute. And the thing wouldn't eat. The thing wouldn't drink. It was just, I don't know if it was because of the broken leg or was depressed or it needed its mother. It was very young, so I'm assuming it just didn't know what to do. And we tried bottle feeding it and it didn't do anything. Anyways, point is, it eventually died, unfortunately, It sucked so much. But, I got upset, and I planned to give him a proper burial. I mean, he was my pet, temporarily. So, I was planning on burying him. Then Nathan woke me up in the middle of the fucking night and told me to come outside. Okay, so I'm coming outside and he's got the spotlight shining down on a red grill, like an open grill. And he had the bunny laying on its back, and he shoved firecrackers down its mouth and lit them on fire, and it exploded. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cried. I didn't know what was more horrific, you know, what I saw or the fact that he had the audacity to do it. It was just, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? I gave him that face too. I was like, and that's where I started falling out of love, or well, like, I don't even know if I really loved the guy. I didn't really get the chance to. But I definitely did like him a lot. So I ended up being terrified to leave him, too terrified to leave him, because he was not only abusive, but absolutely insane. And I just felt completely stuck. He ended up getting worse and worse and worse, and the fights got worse and worse and worse, and the abuse got so much worse, and we ended up finally moving out of that house. After the kids went to Mike's, the kid's father, you know, because he won the custody battle. After that, that's when me and Nathan were like, okay, we're leaving this house because it's just driving us crazy. And we left and moved away, and nothing got better. And we would go to his grandmother's a lot, and she is just, God, she is so nice. So incredibly nice. And his grandpa's pretty nice too. Excuse me. We ended up going to his grandma's a lot, and Nathan ended up being very negligent, like completely. Just out of this world negligent. He would seriously, he had a laptop, and all he would do all day, all he would do was play World of Warcraft and sleep. And eat. But that's literally all that he would ever fucking do. And when we went to sleep, you know, he made me rub his back. He made me do things, and it was just, I felt like a puppet. I really did. I felt like you know, if he wanted to hit me, he could. Because I am defenseless. Well, I was defenseless. I'm not now, but I was. And I felt helpless, and he made me feel like because I was a woman, that I deserved to be hit. I don't know. It was awful. I mean, a little bit before I decided to finally leave the bastard, me and him ended up getting in a very large argument over something. I keep forgetting what these arguments are about. I just remember how the fight went. It was something stupid, something he wanted, and something that I didn't. So automatically at a disagreement that's no good. No dice. I ended up calling my dad, but I wasn't calling my dad to tattle or anything like that. I just called my dad to say, you know, hi, what's up? How have you been? I was not even going to mention the problems that me and Nathan were having, And I don't know if Nathan assumed I was, but he grabbed the phone out of my hand and he threw it towards the wall. And then he grabbed me by the hair and threw me on the fucking floor. And kicked me over and over and over again. And that was the worst. I had no idea what to do. I just remember getting up and I couldn't cry. I felt like what I had pent up would just explode out of me, and I was just wheezing. I was so distraught. I couldn't cry. I was wheezing. And I ended up running outside barefoot, just literally seeing how far I could walk. And I got pretty far too. I got pretty far. And the sun was setting and it was getting cold. And I realized, I calmed down and I realized, I'm barefoot. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I mean, even though he's a dickhead, I need to get back there. I mean, where am I gonna go? I didn't have a purse. I didn't have money or nothing with me. It was all at the house. I was like, God damn it. So I went back there. And, you know, ever since then, he just... Sarah who, you know what I mean? No hugging, no kiss. Not like I wanted to hug or kiss the guy. I used to. But he definitely didn't want it either. So it was just not meant to be. And I eventually decided to leave the guy. And leaving him was difficult. Because he wanted to be in control. So much so that he had to know when I was coming back. Like if I went to visit my parents, when I'm coming back, how long it's gonna take, you know, what my bus number was. I mean, he had to have all the information documented just in case I screw him over. So I had to plan something with my parents. I had to plan something. I called my parents and I'm like, I need your help. I really, really need your help. I need you to like forge a ticket or something. Because he is never going to believe that I'm going to come back unless I have proof that I'm going to come back. And my parents did. Because my mom, she works at a credit bureau, a collection agency, so anything that has to do with computers, she is great at it. And they forged a wonderful return ticket that just, it was great. I was so pumped. I was like, wow. Okay, hold on a second. 13 minutes have elapsed. That means I got to go to part 3. I was hoping that I would just have to do a part 1 and 2. I know you guys are getting sick, but hopefully a few of you will view all 3 of these videos. That'd be great. So yeah, follow me to part